never let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. They don't wanna see me care. Anytime I make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared. I walk a straight path, not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and there's payback. You better pray that I don't see your face at any place that I go. I know you hate that. I've been doing fine, I'm not wasting any more time. I live for the fight and the climb, and I think that the pain that's deep inside is what defines. So I won't give up, I'm gonna make it to the top. I don't care what's in my way, I swear I'm never gonna stop. I could fall flat on my face and I swear I won't give back up, cause I don't deserve a thing and the road ahead is tough. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless.
Welcome to the channel, everybody. How's it going tonight? So, let's see. We got Nick Brown in the house already. Vatlick in the house. We got Bartman in the house. How's it going, guys? Happy Thursday to you as well, Metallic. Nick Brown, it's Friday where you're at already. Well, today I got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle t-shirt. Nice. So, basically grinding some units for Banquet, because technically I have enough, but we don't have enough. So, we're just going to do a little bit of that tonight, and then I want to get back over to Coliseums. Not that I have to actually put up higher scores, because, like, the compensation basically means that it takes almost nothing to hit the full max amount, but I'm actually kind of enjoying the modes, and I'm enjoying actually spending some time working with some champions a little bit more than I normally would. So I see some people that are having different perspectives on things as far as it goes, but at the same time, I kind of like the grindy aspect of it. I would like my Vox to touch jugs at some point. Yeo Light 8 Night Arena Grind. Yes, it is, Elijah. How's it going, my man? I was going to be live a couple hours ago. Tons of fun. How's it going, my man? Nice to see you. I was going to go live a couple hours ago. Ended up getting caught up talking to a friend for a little while. So we got delayed a little bit, but I did say we were going to try and make sure we were streaming pretty much every night for the rest of the month, so that we can get the units built up. We can get all the milestones in for getting battlegrounds and making sure we get GC so that we can get that Star-Lord piece, which I'm not too far off from. King of Arena, how's it going, my man? Nice to see you. But with all of that being said, we are definitely going to be pushing quite a bit more of the grindy type of content for the next month anyways. And then we're going to get into more of the actual, like, working on stuff. But definitely want to get the units pushed up. Anytime that Coliseums is on, I'm really honestly enjoying the mode. I kind of wish it hadn't had this bug, so that there was more incentive for people to try harder and try more champions and stuff. Like tonight, I ended up trying Werewolf by Night just a little while ago and had some amazing luck with it. Anything good pulled so far as you've opened anything? I had a great opening last night, actually, off the Twitch drops. First, I got Carolina Dean live on stream. And then out of the final crystal of the drops, Swiss Beats, how's it going? I ended up getting Lizard as a 7-star. I also got a 2 to 3 skill gem and a skill awakening gem as well. So pretty happy with all of that, honestly. Especially obviously Carolina Dean. I've heard really good things about Lizard. I have not worked with him much yet, but interested to see how he goes. And on top of that, he is one of the only champions on my roster so far that will be ascendable as a 7-star, so there is that. So he does have that potential, and that reason to even just kind of push him itself. So, speaking of 7 stars, the other day I pulled 7-star Rentrock. Very nice. He's lost a little bit of his value, but he's still a great champion, honestly, especially depending on where you are in progression. Sorry, I got one of my alliance members is asking me a question really quick. Hopefully Fridge will help him a little bit more with that. King of Arena, if you get a chance, TMNT is having some problems. He needs to get his account linked to Twitch so he can get the Twitch drops. If you want to help with that, I would appreciate it. If not, I understand. Hopefully somebody else will get him a chance to help. But I always love it when somebody, especially one of my alliance mates, like right after I post, "Hey, I'm going live. Okay, here's a question for you." Kind of want to knock out the EQ, but I don't know. The smart thing to do would be to wait till after Banquet. I honestly, if my question for you would be, first off, can you do the EQ without spending units whatsoever? If you can, then yeah, it would be better to go ahead and do it before Banquet and pick up the stuff. But I need a couple of thousand to make the difference. But honestly, I would, if you're looking for if you're looking for units overall, like EQ is not going to have nearly what you're going to need out of that compared to time spent. But I mean, if like I said, if you can do it without using units, then I mean, and you feel like you want to spend the time there, yes, there are units that would help you, but it's not going to be that much. So if you're thinking about it for Banquet units, that's not going to do it. He just reset it. It got fixed. Okay, good. Appreciate it, man. I mean, as far as my prestige going up. Oh, as far as prestige going up after Banquet, yeah, no, man, I would definitely wait until after Banquet if you're talking prestige-wise. Because I promise you, I know myself, even just in the last month, with all the growth that my account has had, my prestiges went up a couple thousand. Okay? And if I do anywhere near what I've done in growth out of Banquet into compared to what I've gotten out of Summoner's Fest and Cyber combined, which I really honestly think I will, especially with what we're getting out of Coliseums this week on top of it. Wolf, I see you're slacking in arenas. I mean, kinda, but not really. I mean, I'm where I planned on being, which is in them. I know, I haven't done 20 accounts worth of arenas like somebody, you know. But I told you very clearly, I have 3 different game modes I'm paying attention to right now. And most of my day has been in Coliseum, because that's where I've been having fun. Yeah, the Coliseum, the Coliseum rewards alone, as long as you're getting the full solo and the full, the max solo milestone and the max alliance or milestone, which should easily be able to be done. You're looking at 2.5 tier 7 basics if you take all that you can possibly take. That's almost a full rank 4 in itself. So if you happen to be sitting where I'm at right now, where I'm at 2.5 right now on my own, and then I'm going to get 2.5 from Coliseums, and then I'm going to get another one from the anniversary calendar, and I just got the 2 to 3 gems, and the 1 to 2 gems, and yeah, right now in alone, I'm looking at multiple, I can drag up quite a few on my account right now, over the next couple, and that's before I hit bank. If you're in a drought on T4, but you're doing great on T7, then yeah, go T4 basic, or go T4 alpha over T7 basic. I'm just going off the T7 basic because it's the bigger item and the one that's a little rare in what I have at the moment. I have enough tier 4. I just need the tier 7 so that I can take up the next ones. So, but obviously you go with what makes the most sense for your account. I always buy out the Radiance for tier 4 alpha. Yeah. I haven't been doing that yet. I've been spending my Radiance on a few other things. I did just buy out all the units, obviously, so that I had some extra for Banquet. And I'll be buying out all of the units when they reset towards the end of Banquet, because I will be using those units for Banquet as well. Because in spite of the fact that I have more than enough to hit the top milestone, like I said, that's not enough. I think it'll become more available next year. Yeah. I totally looked up and thought I was done with the fight. But the stream is behind slightly. Or at least my view on the stream was. Yeah, no, Radiance is going to step up even more than next year. We're also going to get another progressive currency from what I understand as well. So. I'm hoping Tier 4A becomes more of it. Yeah, I expect that too. Especially with the fact that we're going to start seeing Tier 5A. We're already seeing Tier 5A out of Coliseums already. Mr. Pibb, how's it going? I got 7-star Baron Zemo today. Nice. It should not. Yeah, exactly. Just what I said. Tier 4 will start stepping up because we're starting to see Tier 5. And it'll step up for a little while, and then all of a sudden it'll take a dip, just like some of the other things do. You'll see less of. But honestly, with the way the dailies are and stuff now, that may not be the same way it has been in the past. Because I know for quite a while once you got to a certain level. Like, one of the hardest things to get was lower level catalysts. But with the new daily setup, like, I'm in overflow on everything all the time. Sorry, I was checking something on the screen and totally, like, biffed Arena for a minute. They changed the back end of streams on YouTube, so some of the things that I can normally see, I can't see as easily as I used to be. And I'm trying to look and see where they move some of the stuff on me. But how's everybody feeling about Coliseum? I mean, I know I'm seeing mixed things in my alliance. I'm seeing mixed things on multiple socials right now. I personally, like I said, I'm really kind of liking them. I find myself wanting to get a little better with champs and trying other champions as well that I normally don't use as much. No problem, King. I'll be here for a bit, so whenever you get a chance to get back, man. I'm using it to practice champ rotations that I never use. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, I had a couple really good runs with Okoye earlier today. I was really happy with that. I don't use her hardly at all. As much so as Werewolf by Night is the mascot for the channel, I don't use him nearly as much as I should for him to be rank 4. But I did find myself using him in Coliseum today, and I actually have my highest score so far with him, so pretty happy with that. And I have more champions I want to try out. As a matter of fact, to be honest with you, as soon as I'm done with I've been trying to avoid my phone for the last couple hours, just so that I could bank a few tickets up for as soon as I get off stream, so I can go back to trying to do a few more runs on Coliseum. I honestly am probably enjoying it more than about any mode I've seen in a while, to be truthful with you. I think it's going to be really good personally for my skill, and I think anybody that's really like wanting to work on their skill levels and like get used to new champions and stuff, I think Coliseums is going to be wonderful for it. So I'm excited for solo Coliseums as well. So, Blake the Lego Boy, nice to see you. Had literally never used my rank 4 Petra in Battlegrounds, so I did a lot of runs with him. Nice. Yeah, that's one of the other things is you don't have to worry about your champion getting banned, so you can actually use a champion that you maybe wouldn't get to use as much. So I agree with you. I was proud of myself for getting solo milestones on the first day, but put in a decent effort, and the bug compensation kind of made it moot. Yeah, that's the problem. Is I knew we were getting the bug compensation, and I hadn't heard final word on whether or not we were going to be able to carry it over yet or not. So I kind of was encouraging my guys to go ahead and act like you're not going to, and still try and push up as much as you can naturally, and then use whatever you need to get the rest of the way on your own, or off the compensation, and then carry whatever you could to the next one. But of course, then one of my guys found that it was definitely not permanent, and that they were going to remove anything you didn't use. So most everybody immediately just started ranking their stuff up and gave up. I have not ranked my stuff up, and I don't plan to until the last minute. I'm going to be pushing every score I can until I get to the last minute, and then I will see what I can actually do, and I'll max it out after that. So, Blake, the game's going great. I have a lot of lower skilled players in my alliance that should love this mode, but can't get a lot of them to do it. Very frustrated because the alliance milestones. Yeah, no, that is one thing I've made clear. We will not miss that high milestone. Like, and we've already maxed it out. So we're getting. And there's no excuse for it. I just turned into compensation in with some of my guys in my alliance. One of the other things that I can advise for you, Elijah, that we found, if you already had your podiums part of the way up, and so you didn't use all of your compensation, go find somebody else who's put in any kind of score, and turn around and bump their score. You can bump their podium for them. If we weren't like right in Banquet right now, yeah, you can go to, like, I'll show you real quick. I'll jump over there. So if you go in, and if we weren't already in Banquet Timer, I would talk about finding you a spot. Talk to me in January, and I will find you a spot. So like right now, so like a lot of the top guys are already whatever. But I could come down here to, like, say one of the guys that hasn't put in their stuff right now, and if I wanted to, I could click on this and bump his podium up for him. So if there's somebody in your alliance that you're like, they have a decent score, if they had a higher podium, go bump their podium score. Like, yeah, I mean, I could bump a couple people's podiums for them if I wanted to. I'm saving that until the last minute. Like I said, I'm not going to spend any of that. I want to naturally get as much as I can. Cool, I'm not looking to do tier 1 war, but I want to be with people to put in some effort and care about the game. Yeah, no, man, totally. We are looking to get into platinum. But yeah, we're not, like, I'm not pushing for masters or anything like that, but we're gonna be looking to get, you know, we do raids, that type of stuff. Yeah, nice alliance I got here, isn't it though? King knows, he's got one of his accounts in here. But yeah, no, man, if, like I said, hit me up after Banquet, and I know I'm going to have a couple spots open up, and you and I can talk about getting you a spot. If you'd hit me up before, like a couple weeks ago, like I would have got you a spot in already. But we're locked in now, and I promised everybody who has duplicate accounts in right now that I will not kick their duplicates until after Banquet. Because they've got enough units to put up decent scores on both accounts. So So Elijah, how you setting for Banquet anyways? Did your alliance at least communicate and stuff? Like, do you guys do raids? 25 after picking up 4 ranked 4s from Cyber Weekend. Nice. 1 BG of raids. Ooh. Yeah, we're gonna do 2 Nightmare and 1 regular raids this next week. So we'll have everybody in the Alliance in raids. What map do you guys run on regular AQ? Supposedly everyone is in the line chat, but only about 7 or 8 are here daily. Map 6. We're still kind of trying to figure it out. We've been doing boss rushing map 8, which hasn't panned out quite as well as I wanted it to yet. But I'm just kind of, we also knew that all this was coming up and stuff, so I kind of let us do that. But we were just, we did have everybody on map 6 as well, just 100% for tickets.
Let's go.
But I definitely could put together a solid map 8 and a solid map 7 group without a problem. And possibly you do 876 or 877 or even 887 at this point with the Alliance. I just haven't decided exactly what direction we're going with that as of yet. But with only 1 week of AQ this month, I'm not too worried about it, to be honest with you. But I would like to see the full schedule for January. I know we're going to have at least 1 week of raids and at least 1 week of Coliseum in January. Which means 2 weeks of regular AQ. So, if that's the case, then I'll make the decision at that point on what we're going to do for AQ going forward. by make the decision, I'll come up with like 3 plans of what I think would work for us, and then I'll go to my officers and I'll have them tell me what they think on each plan. And then unless one is definitely 100%, yeah, this is really what we should do, then I'll go to the alliance and be like, okay, so what do you guys like about these two? Because that's pretty much how I do everything in the alliance.
And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be?
But yeah, Elijah, give me 1 second. I know you probably saw it because I was bouncing in there real quick, but I'll show we've already well over the 85 million. And that's with not even everybody in the alliance actually pushing their full volume. So yeah, we've got participants. It's kind of cruise control as long as people get done 100%. It's about 5K glory a week. Yeah. That's kind of where we were a little higher than that on glory while we were doing map 6, but I wanted to push up because I was hearing that we could do closer to about 7 to 8K if we got the bus rush down well on map 8, and we haven't fully got that yet, but we've only done it a couple times. So as you can see, we've got 97,131,000. You can see out of the people that went ahead and just pushed cores, like we have 13 out of the 15 that have got their max rewards already. And then I'm somewhere down here because I refuse to level my podiums yet. But I do have this glorious, very nice scorer with my Werewolf by Night that I'm happy with and that I'll be pushing to improve. So, and I only need one more podium with him, or one more fight with him to improve that podium. So, I'm not buying anything, so stop telling me there's stuff. Oh, there's that. I forgot to do that already. And yes, King, this is why I don't get through arenas, is because I get distracted. But we are, what, 40 minutes into the stream, and I'm at, plus what I did before the stream, and I'm at the first mill on the 4-star arena, so I'll take it. It looks like I harassed enough people to get us to 85 million. Nice. Doesn't take many, to be honest with you, with the full compensation. But it also shouldn't have to necessarily be a harassment. Unless you're the alliance leader, and then, well, I've been harassing people since the game mode launched yesterday to get shit done because I like this one. And I really think that it could have been one of... I think it's one of those things that, like, if communication goes well, it could be a really good alliance builder mode as well. Even better than raids are. But part of it, too, is I know, like, when I get the full big call open up compared to just the little raid group calls, people get panicked and don't want to join. We have 12 people with over 3 million. Not gonna cut it next month. No, not gonna cut it at all. And it's actually this month. We got one more at the end of the month. Right, end of the month for first part of the next month. By harass, I mean encourage the answer and answer any question. Yeah, no. That's like, you can ask King. I've opened up call. I have an entire chat room going. I've got everybody in there talking to one another and everything else. And I am constantly tagging everybody going, hey guys, here's some more information. Hey guys, try this. Hey guys, do this. Hey guys, let's get this, you know. And anybody that messages me directly, like, I jump on and help them individually if needed. So are you an officer over in your alliance, Elijah? Or just a very active member? Should probably go open some more crystals and grab some more booze. Active member, it's a lot of guys that have the veterans tag, but just got Paragon with the rules change. So a bunch of casual guys, semi-retired types. Yeah, sometimes, you know, it's nice to be in those type of alliances, and other times, especially when you get to the point that you want to really push for better rewards. I played 2016 to 2019 and then came back this January. Yeah. Which is, you know, it's really easy to come back at this point because there's a lot of, like, really easy ways to catch up. But it also does mean that if you get to the point where you're actually really starting to push and want to be, you know, truly active in the game, you need an alliance that's contributing to that as well. that, but still, who cares? It's nice to be in an alliance like this because it gives me space to 100% story and Epoch of Pain, but now any advancement is going to come from alliance mode. Yeah, it serves its purpose at certain points, but once you get past those points, you have to be willing to move on to what you need. So. I have a couple classes where I don't have any 4-star arena crystals left, arena boosts left for, so that's really what we're looking for right now. Everything else will just go into whatever champions I throw it into later. If there's even champions to throw it into at the moment, but I didn't see nearly as many there as I wanted to, so let's throw up another 100. That's better. That should cover us for a little bit longer. I'm gonna laugh if I run into a single class that I don't have after all that. Yeah, no, I took a little bit of time away from the game late spring this year, up until into summer. And then even when I did come back, at first I took a month or so just to kind of coast by while I was getting things put back together. But yeah, I had to go get the band back together if I wanted to get serious again. So I did what I always do, which is I call up everybody that I've once been in an alliance with and go, hey, I'm starting an alliance again. You want to come over? And they all go, yeah! Or they go, man, I'm in a really big alliance right now, and I really don't want to do that. And they go, yeah, but you've got like 2 or 3 accounts, so bring one of them over. And they go, well, okay. Because even those that do that want to compete at a higher level than where I'm necessarily at, still often want to come hang out in my alliance. So backup accounts are occasionally allowed. I don't have quite that much time for backup accounts. I honestly do. I've kind of been putting off the backup accounts the last few days. Mostly because I do have so much I want to get done on the main one right now. Still have a business to run, and then affordable enough free time for this one. Yeah, no, I get that too. I've got client calls for stuff I'm trying to get going right now on the marketing firm, and then of course I've got everything that I'm doing for the channel. So yeah, I mean, like I said, I haven't been doing hardly anything on the backup accounts the last few days. And they may kind of fall to the wayside for a little while again. But I'm also not King Arenas, who has 22, 23, 27, 235 million accounts, whatever it is. Not that that isn't impressive by any means. Like, if you're able to do it, hell yeah, man. Like, he's not too far off from being able to start his own alliance of himself. Call it the King's Council. I'm sure my wife thinks I spend enough time on just this one. Yeah, when I had a girlfriend, that was definitely one of those things too. But don't have one of those right now, so don't have to worry about that. Don't have any kids. Don't have any dogs. But I do have the live stream. King of Arenas. Elijah wants to know where all your accounts are at. How many of them are Valiant? I know there's a spreadsheet I could go look at and answer that, but I'm not going to do that in the middle of the stream, so you can answer that for me. I don't think they're all Valiant. I think... What are you at, like 5 or 6 of them that are Valiant? I think most of them are Paragon at this point, if I'm correct. As far as mine go, this one is the only one that's Valiant, and the other 4, or the other 3, sorry, are all Paragon at the moment. The Egg, how's it going, my man? Nice to see you. All arena grinders, I take it. It's people like you, like if they don't have to get rid of gifting. But the thing about it is he's not doing it with bots. He's actually legitimately grinding all the arenas on multiple accounts. But anyways, Egg, yeah, I'm doing good. How about yourself? Casual Cashew, nice to see you. 2 Valiant, 2 Paragon, 8 Thronebreaker, and 9 Uncollected. Oh yeah, man, no, I'm absolutely loving Coliseum myself. I know there's people that are kind of mixed feelings on it and everything, but I think it's probably one of the best modes that I've seen. I think it could be really good for alliances if it's handled right. And I love the ability to really, actually start working with some champions that I don't work with nearly as much and having a reason to push them. So I wasn't saying it malice,ly, just assuming the name. Yeah, no. I get that, man. I was just pointing it out. Can't wait for the solo version. Trying to hit 26 mil on She-Hulk and going for 30 plus with or 26 plus with She-Hulk and 30 plus with Onslaught. Nice. My best run so far, and I'm quite proud of it, no matter what anybody thinks, is I got 5 with Werewolf by Night, and I'm pretty happy with that. The solo version with no timer is what I'm really hyped for. Yeah. Seeing some of the scores makes me even sadder. I wasn't here for Deathless Champs. I was here for Deathless Champs and I still didn't get them. I may spend some time next year working on getting them out of the Radiance. But I haven't decided on that. I wish I had Deathless She-Hulk. Yeah, I've heard really good things from a lot of people on what Deathless She-Hulk's doing right now. No, it's people that cheat using bots to get units, then using units to bump the alliance score. Yeah. Yeah, no, it was the theft and things, which yes, Kabam could have dealt with differently, but Banquet has evolved over the years, so has everything else in this game. She-Hulk is probably the second best option. Onslaught definitely the best. DSEID say is third though. Then Gladiator and Captain Britain. Yeah, I mean, I've seen, like I said, I've seen a lot of different scores already, and I think, honestly, for a lot of people, it's whoever works best for you can really, honestly. Deathless She, no. Meant to be the Deathless She-Hulk. Okay, that makes more sense. There was still gifting when I left in 2019, and then when I came back in 2025, I missed the drama, all the drama. Yeah, we lost gifting. What was it? 2020. Gotta run, guys. See you around. Well, no problem, Elijah. Like I said, hit me up, man. My She-Hulk can consistently do 20 plus without ramping her Furies. Nice. I was having a lot of really good luck with the Koye on medium, and I think if I could get my timing down right, I could get really good with her on hard, and probably get quite a bit. Because one of the things that I was noticing is her, especially once you can get a decent amount of stacks on him, her shocks and bleeds were just eating him alive. Onslaught can remove the sleep with Meg. Yep. Don't mention sleep. We're not gonna do those anymore. Like, we're done with sleep. Like, sleep's for the weak. We don't sleep anymore. Nobody sleeps. Ever. Nobody sleeps. No sleep till Brooklyn. And we're on the West Coast. So we're nowhere near Brooklyn. I got Okoye up to 9 on hard. She cooks quite a bit. Yeah.
So instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it.
Yeah, I was, like I said, I was pretty happy with Okoye, and then I turned around and used Werewolf by Night, and I was throwing ruptures on him, so predominantly that was starting to actually work really well as well. So, and he was doing it more productively on hard than she was, so. Right. As soon as I leave stream tonight, that's exactly where I'll be going, is back into Coliseum to do a couple more runs. I want to see how far I can get up to before I actually before I artificially inflate my score. I've done like 70 plus runs. Yeah, I did probably 45, 50 yesterday, and at least 25 or 30 today. Because I started doing it almost immediately after it launched yesterday. And yeah, honestly, if they hadn't pulled them from the store, I would have probably spent the 90 units on one of the refills last night and just done another 30 runs last night, because I really was kind of itching to do so. Like, I would have had a couple podiums level up more by this morning for sure. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit, I wish I could use units to buy entries, yeah. Yeah, that, like I said, dude, if it wasn't for the bug, you could have. Okay, later, guys, I'm out. No problem, King Arena. Take it easy, man. I wish I could use energy to buy entries. Not units. Yeah, I'm overflowing on energy refills right now. So, but honestly, 90 units for 30 more entries isn't horrible in my opinion either. So. Not units, not units. Never the units. The units are precious. Precious, precious units. Never shall we part with our units. The units we must hoard. We must keep them tight to our vest. We must see everything from the perspective of the units. 90 units for 30 or 3 entries. I think it was 3 per. Okay, I didn't look at it fully. I just saw it was new entries, so I hadn't tested that before they pulled it out of the store. But I'll have to look once we have them again. Like if it's 90 for only an additional 3 energy, then no, I'll never spend that. But if it's a full energy refill, so that it's another full 30 entries, then yeah, it's, 3 units per entry is fair. So I'll be waiting to see what that store looks like next Coliseum. I would be quite well happy if Coliseum turned around and took over AQ altogether. I was thinking it was around 30 units per entry, but I definitely do 90 units for 30 entries. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'll have to look when it comes back in. Like I said, if it's 30 units per entry, then no. If it's 3 units per entry, yeah. Solo versions come out in January. I don't remember exactly what date they said. Or if they even gave an exact date, but yeah, January. Same, give AQ the boot. Yeah, no, definitely. I know a lot of people that are quite have been over AQ for quite some time. So it's boring, it's tedious, I hate it. I only do it because we have to. But I feel the same way about war. AQ can rot, yeah. Like, I would be quite well happy if we got rid of AQ and war and started doing things like Coliseum and raids more permanently. AQ is boring, yeah. Doesn't matter what map you're on, AQ sucks. The funny thing about it is like the second raid week shows up, everybody like wants to participate and is talking with one another and doing great, and we do like we're a cohesive unit, and then we get back to AQ and everybody like goes completely silent again. And I'm fighting constantly to get everybody in. Why won't you just die? Thank you. You were dead for 2 minutes before you realized it. Swear if I back this up and check the footage there for a second, both her and I were invisible, and she doesn't have invisibility. Raids and coliseums feel like pizza party at school, and AQ feels like retail work during the That's brutal, man, because I worked retail during the holidays for many years. I wish I could play it more. Yeah, I agree. Like, if it was available to play, like, more, and obviously as soon as Solo comes out, like, I will be playing, hell, I'll probably start streaming freaking the Solo Coliseum half the time. I feel like I'm close to getting 30 bars down with Onslaught. Yeah. The holidays I worked at Toys R Us will haunt me forever. Staff was awesome, at least. So I was assistant manager for Radio Shack back in the day. Did Black Friday there. And then I worked for Kmart at one point in time and did Black Friday through them. Retail and holidays. No. I was never really a fan of Christmas music in the first place, and then I worked retail and I hate it forever. It's like when I was a kid, I worked at an amusement park and I ate popcorn all day, every day, because I sold popcorn. And by the time I got done working for the amusement park, I was disgusted at popcorn and never wanted to watch it, never wanted to eat it again. Great thumbnail, Wolf. Thank you. I appreciate it. How's it going, Marvel King? I appreciate you. We got the One Punch Man in the stream tonight. Man, I miss Kmart. Most Christmas songs make me want to break stuff now. I feel ya. Kmart and Radio Shack are basically the same story, to be truthful with you. So, for those who don't necessarily know, if you don't, so Kmart and Sears were both failing. So they merged together and like did the worst parts of both stores and failed together. I am now one frame man. Awesome. And then Radio Shack did the same thing with Blockbuster, because right as Netflix was killing Blockbuster, Radio Shack merged with Blockbuster to try and save both businesses. And the funny thing about it is so I worked for Radio Shack at the end of the 90s, beginning of the 2000s, and I worked for them for about 2 years, and then I got fired over being mouthy at a corporate meeting, which is what it is, but whatever. And then I went back to work for them a couple years later, and they had changed the protocols massively. When I first started working for Radio Shack, you had to take 17 tests just to get onto the sales floor. because you literally had to know every single product line in the store before you could sell anything. By the time I came back to Radio Shack a couple years later, they had gotten rid of all that training, and like the employees were making stupid mistakes. Like a customer would come in with a Radio Shack product and want a part for it, and the employee would sell them the wrong part, in spite of the fact that you could literally walk over to the POS, type in the SKU number for whatever product they brought in, and it would tell you every part that we carry for it. And so I went to my district manager. I was like, man, we have got to bring back the test and like start training people better, or Radio Shack will die. And he's like, you have no clue what you're talking about, and if you're not happy with it, you can quit. It's like, okay, well, here's my 2 weeks notice. And it didn't die as quickly as I thought it would, but it did die. Because the type of people that shopped at Radio Shack when Radio Shack was big and popular were the type of people who knew what the fuck they were doing when it came to the things they were trying to buy. And they didn't need some dumbass freaking 17-year-old kid selling them the wrong parts 3 or 4 times in a row. I love matches that just let her cook. I don't get to have as much fun with her as I have had over the years, but when I do get to have fun with her, I love cooking some things with Captain Marvel maybe. But I do fully admit, I like the more simplistic champions. If I need to twist myself in a knot, pat myself on the head while rubbing my ankles and jumping up and down while doing 97 different hit combo to actually get you to do what you're supposed to do as a character, I'm probably not going to play you. Well, I'll play you, but not the way you're supposed to be played. Wow, she was a little aggressive there. Yeah, it was not nice. Not nice at all. So we are, let's see, 8 days, so literally just over a week away from Banquet. We should know tomorrow, I believe, what we're looking at for the actual crystals. Obviously, we've gotten quite a bit of information already. And a lot that I'm excited about. I'll be interested to see what all information we get over the next couple days. And I will plan on being live tomorrow evening and Saturday and Sunday. So anything that drops. Been watching Castaway from Tom Hanks. Forgot how good it was. Wilson, yeah, it's a great movie. He went Not that there's ever been anything Tom Hanks has ever done that hasn't been like top tier. But amazing movie. A lot of people missed his first movie, and especially for Uber nerds, his very first movie is one of the best movies that you could ever watch, and he gives a spectacular performance even at a lot younger age. It's a movie called Mazes and Monsters. It's basically a take on the D&D scare from the 80s, where like every parent was worried that D&D was going to either end up with you in a cult or a psychotic break. And the main character of the movie, which is played by Tom Hanks, actually has a psychotic break playing a similar game to D&D. You've seen it. Awesome. Yeah, no, man, it's phenomenal. I love that movie. I mean, right down to that very last line where he's like, guys, I gotta tell you about this never-ending coin. Every night I pay the innkeeper, and every morning I find it under my pillow again. I can talk old movies any day of the week. Like, I grew up on movies and TV big time, so like there's a lot of really cool movies that like were not necessarily the most popular movies that like I got into long before some of the nostalgia of them hit. Mazes and Monsters. I used to even know what year that came out in. It's like sometime early 80s, if I remember right. So, Egg, have you been seeing like how many like views everybody's been getting on Twitch because of all these Twitch drops? Lefty's killing it. Mind you, he did like the first night of the Twitch drops, he did a 12-hour stream straight just so everybody could get their Twitch drops. I know Avido's been seeing some decent numbers. Lefty's been seeing probably the best numbers, but at the same time, Lefty's also been bringing just about everybody over onto Twitch. I saw him convince several people in the last couple days that they should start streaming on Twitch, including Lags and Dread and a few others. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna, especially with the rework of Gladiator Hulk, not Gladiator Hulk, Thor Ragnarok being tied to Twitch streams in this next year. I'm definitely gonna get set up to do the dual streams by my birthday, which is beginning of January. So. Yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah, no, I've been having a little extra fun with thumbnails lately. Something I'm trying to step up a little bit more on. I think the last couple have really hit really well. So yeah, I don't know, guys. I kind of wanted to just come in here and grab a few more milestones and everything, and then probably get back to grinding my way through as much of Coliseum as it will let me. I definitely have a few tickets ready. Let's go ahead and pop up these 2 Valiant crystals just out of curiosity. Not that I expect they're going to come out very well because they haven't been. But I think we're like I said, we're definitely going to be live every night. Well, not necessarily every night, but almost every night from now until the end of December, because we're going to have just so much to do. And every time I get a chance to get out here and hang out with you guys for a little bit gives me a chance to grind as well. So we'll probably do some longer streams this weekend, unless obviously something comes up like last weekend did, where say Vitality decides she wants to pick up a run, and they go over and hang out with her. But other than that, my plan's pretty much going to be 100% pushing units and trying to get as many oh my god, words. As many points in the Coliseum as possible before I necessarily rank my way into that. But that being said, guys, I think what we're going to do is we are going to jump over, because I did see Abdo is live. Go over and support him. Because I'm sure his, whereas that his Twitch views may be going through the roof, I'm sure his YouTube views are probably taking at the moment because everybody's over watching him on Twitch. So why don't we go over and support him over here on the YouTube for those of us who still live on YouTube. And do so by jumping in with Faust Out Loud. Nice to see you, man. How's it going? We're going to go ahead and jump over with a Wolfpack raid over into Abido's stream. And like I said, guys, we'll be back tomorrow night to push some more. And then we'll be going live all weekend. We'll be doing longer streams this weekend. but I just want to kind of get back into the rhythm. We got a lot to pick up, so yeah, guys, if you guys want to jump over to Abdo's stream with me and come hang out, I would appreciate it. I know he would too. So until then, guys, I hope everybody has a great day, a great night, and pulls a God tier champion soon. But until then, guys, I have an absolutely lovely time, and don't let any of this stuff, no matter if it's the good or the bad, get you caught up too much. We are in that time of the year. Everybody's going to be a little more stressed, but just do what you got to do. Have some fun. Remember that the world isn't as bad as people tell you it is. And that at the end of the day, no matter what, I love you guys all. And I will see you guys in the next one. So, until then, peace out.